So, well, this all happened, didn't it? Stephen King. Stephen King took to Twitter to lambast people that didn't watch the Marvels, and Stephen King said it must be young guys. It's all guys saying, "Ugh, women, yuck." Yeah, kind of egg on your face there, Stephen, mate, because the demographic breakdown of the people that watch the Marvels actually meant it was guys that actually went to watch it the most. Yeah. In fact, 65% male went to watch the Marvels, and this is the same thing that's happened all the time. So this happened with what else did it happen with? It happened with Birds of Prey. Famously, people were like, "Oh, it's misogyny." No, dumb fuck. No, it's not. It's actually women. It's maybe it's internalized misogyny from women. I don't know. Or maybe women just aren't interested in watching superhero films, generally speaking, like they're not, because they're not. But yeah, the Marvels, 65% male. 45% were men over 25. 22% women over 25. Pretty bad. In fact, men under 25 was at 20%. So this bizarre narrative that it's always men that make these films a failure is broken now. And I chimed in on many Twitter threads. I had a great time on Twitter with this. Stephen King being the predominant one, absolute raging hack moron that he is. It totally is. And someone wants to check his hard drive because he spent chapter after chapter writing about child dodgy. So people should probably check his hard drive because that guy's fucked in the head, quite frankly. We also had people going, "Oh, isn't it strangely men that are reviewing the Marvels bad?" If all these women spent nearly as much time, as nearly as much time as they do bitching about men not liking the film, as they could do trying to support other women and encourage them to go and watch the film, it would have actually been a success because men actually did go out and watch it. 65%.
Yeah, what's the quote from the response to Billy Eichner when he said that straight people just didn't come out and support Bros? Dude, at those numbers, gay people didn't go out to see Bros.
No.
I did a video exactly like that as well. So what do we think? Because this is hilarious. This is the tired old trope that we see time and time and time again.
It's lazy and it's first level thinking, and it's the reason we can all do these channels, because people don't want to look with any kind of critical eye. They want their easy answer that there are villains in the world, and that's it. The only reason that the thing you don't like, that the thing you like is not successful, is obviously that there's mean right wingers out there. It's a children's story about why your worldview doesn't quite line up with reality.
Yeah, I think that actually helps us a lot, Jonas, because pointing out all the holes in these thought processes from smooth brain cocaine heads like Stephen King. I feel like we'll have an infinite amount of content because they are incapable of, as you said, critical thinking. Nobody asks follow-up questions either. That's the other thing. That's starting to really frustrate me with journalists because I guess one of the head people at one of the it's not Comscore, not Garabedian, who's actually really good, but one of the other ones was out there talking about the ratings and everything else, and the take was, well, these films aren't, these there's great success in these female centric films, but nobody's going to see them. I'm like,
what a wonderful statement.
I'm like, I mean, and this is I have to find it, but in fact, that's going to have to be a feature in a video that I do. But I lost my mind. I'm like, did he just say that? Yeah, he did.
It's a definitional issue of we have to redefine success in order for it to not be box office, in order to say that this film is a success. I think the great defense of this film is going to be that people have not gone to see it. I think that is where a
Mm.
lot of this argument comes from, because they must be thinking to themselves, this film cannot be as bad as all of these people are saying. I saw a
Mm.
great review, and when I say great, I mean it was great in the sense of what it tells about the narrative, not about the film itself. There's a guy, and I'm not going to out him because I would love to get him on the channel sometime. He did a second review in which most of it was spent complaining about the fact that people in his comment section kept bringing up South Park. And he wanted to make it clear to everyone that he did not like this film, but he didn't hate anyone involved in it. And anyone that hates someone involved in the film, their review is automatically invalid. So he wanted to keep his place more than he wanted to review this film fairly.
Well, these are the tweets in question from Stephen King. Some of the, for starters, why gloat over failure? Because society regulates itself, and gloating over failure, or at least acknowledging failure, should be a thing. Some of the rejection of the Marvels, maybe adolescent fanboy hate, yuck girls. I mean, again, I replied to this. See my reply there. It was majority men that watched the film, you raging hack moron. Lauren Chen, I'm a woman. I saw the movie. It was bad. Legend.
She's amazing. Oh, she's so amazing.
We will get her on the podcast as well at some point, guys.
Oh, it'll be so fun.
She already agreed to come on. It's just a scheduling thing, basically. But this tired narrative of, it must be, it's misogyny. It's misogyny that's done it. Blah blah blah. It's like, come on, men didn't go out and make Barbie a success, did they? So, people have very short memories at this point in time. People are like, we didn't need no men to make Barbie a success. Like, no, you didn't. That was like $1.3 billion or something like that.
Yeah.
So where's the $1.3 billion worth of Marvel fans?
That's a great point. These things keep popping up right before Disney has to answer questions, and I frankly I love it. The fact that an animated film will do poorly, but then Super Mario Brothers, Jasper, he's a good boy. How's your going, Jasper? Super Mario Brothers will do fantastic numbers, or Minions will come out and do fantastic numbers. So we've got this moment coming up where Disney's Wish will be out in 2 weeks.
I think that's going to fail as well.
Oh yeah, and I'm not going to say that you guys are musical fans, but I'll speak as a person who has some history in music. The music that is coming out of that is awful, and I'd love to do a video breaking down like the lyrical difference between like those Alan Menken, Howard Ashman productions and the Sherman Brothers and
the Shermans.
They're fantastic. But whatever, I digress. Disney Wish will have a comparison here in Migration. Illumination is coming up with a film soon called Migration. If that does well, and it is a brand new IP, and Wish does poorly, I think this is yet another instance where we'll have a clear indication of the health of the Disney brand, to put it lightly.
I think it's going to be amazing, because even with the dumb dad trope in Migration, I'm still not getting as many like, oh my goodness, this is going to be an awful agenda driven film. I do get that from Wish, even though I'm being told by people who've now seen it multiple times it's not really that feminist. Well, okay, it's not really that feminist.
Then, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I feel like it's going to do badly because of the reasons that Jonas was alluding to. I think people are done with the Disney company because they don't trust them anymore.
Well, again, same as why the Marvels bombed. To be fair,
yeah.
But yeah. Jonas, you need to disappear, don't you, chap?
I do. I got a phone call there, and it turns out it's one with some strings attached. So I got to run. But thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your illustrious panel today.
No.
So, all right, thank you for joining. Do you want to plug some
Yeah.
stuff before you leave?
Sure. Well, I'm from That Park Place, which is a YouTube channel where we like to go through news stories very quickly. Culture. We'll do segments on there very regularly, and it's great. It's a little quick refresher. We get to cover some of those stories that aren't necessarily the ones that are going to grab YouTube headlines, as well as the first one will pull you in with a good one, and then you get your vegetables in there, so you kind of get the idea of what's going on in the industry. And of course, we get to cover the big topics as well. We're doing a live stream on Tuesday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we're really covering a lot of topics. Of course, we covered the Marvels, and then there's this wonderful little lie out of the Disney company about how successful Loki is, and we go hard into the figures on the deception there. So thank you so much for having me on, Nate. And Culture, I'm sure you put in a good word for me as well. Good to see you, mates, and y'all have a good night. And man, Nate, I hope you feel better, all the way better, very soon.
Yeah.
Cheers. I do appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks,
See you
Jonas.
soon.
Be safe.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
I published an article over there on the website for them. I've done a few articles over there. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
We had a little chapo come to
There
join
you go.
us.
Wait.
He
We should
literally
make.
barged the door open.
There we go.
Saw
Look
his
at
little
him.
head. Saw
Look
his
at
little
him.
head barging through the door. Oh, buddy, you're a little man. What are you doing?
He's so cute.
Say hello to everyone.
Oh, hi, buddy.
He's a bit too fluffy at the moment. He needs a trim down. He's actually got trimmed down in 2 weeks. So
all right. Well,
this is for all those people that never see Jasper anymore. He's still here. He's alive and kicking. He's 5 years old.
You're not sleeping on the couch anymore when you're doing your show.
No, it doesn't like coming in here anymore. I don't understand it. I mean, it's not in here anymore. It's a different house entirely. But
right,
maybe it was. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't like being on. I kept the couch for him, and I brought it up here for him, and he doesn't want to sleep on the couch when I'm doing.
That's funny.
Whatever. Never mind. It's what it is. Who cares? Right. Well,